Presenting Bubble Head of the Day.
A lot of times, if someone who does not really understand Parliament and the rules and the standing orders and the way Parliament operates, watching certain interactions, they may not grasp everything. And so I want to unpack something that happened during Prime Minister's questions today in Parliament. This is not the first sitting where the Prime Minister has refused, through the Speaker of the House, to answer follow-up questions, which is officially referred to as supplemental. So the Leader of Government Business or the Opposition Chief Whip, the Opposition Chief Whip will say, I have a supplemental. And that word is used. So what they're asking is, okay, this is the main question. And the main question is submitted beforehand. So the Prime Minister would have an opportunity to prepare her answer and come with a prepared response. She obviously will not have the opportunity to prepare herself for any follow-up question. But of course, anybody who really is on top of their game, follow-up questions should not be a problem, because the follow-up questions are not limitless and they're not wide in scope. They closely stick to the original question, and the follow-up question must naturally follow from an answer given, so it may be something that you need clarified based on the answer that you gave, and etc. So it's not unreasonable. It doesn't put the Prime Minister in a tough position. In Parliament's past, so for example, Keith Rowley and even Kamla Persad-Bissessar, when she was first Prime Minister, did answer supplemental questions. So this is not something new that the opposition is trying to implement. This has been done before. One has to ask, the public needs to ask, why is the Prime Minister running every opportunity to be accountable to the country instead of running towards accountability and volunteering information? It seems that she continues to hide. We are not seeing her in post-cabinet press conferences. She's not facing the media in that kind of press conference way. And now she's really limiting Prime Minister's questions. We're seeing things where a lot of the questions are not being allowed. And now when you do have a question that's allowed, we're not being allowed supplemental questions. That is worrisome because, as I said, we want to have a Prime Minister who is volunteering information, who is so open and so transparent, because that is what democracy is about. You are accountable to us. We pay your salary. We've put you there. You are there to serve us, and you are spending our money. So you should want to be accountable. You should want to volunteer information. If you are doing a really good job, and if you are on top of your game, if you are in fact working every day as you say you are, then a follow-up question should not be a problem. So that's one.
Fact check. And this is why PNM Propagandist Mashup Walker is the bobblehead of the day. According to the standing orders of the House of Representatives of Trinidad and Tobago, supplementary questions are regulated to ensure they strictly elucidate an oral answer given to a main question. The key provisions governing these questions are outlined in the standing orders. Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Mashup Walker, please pay close attention to the following. Key rules for supplementary questions. Standing Order 22/23 limit on number. After an oral answer is given, no more than 4 supplementary questions may be asked. Purpose. They must be strictly designed to elucidate the answer given orally. Speaker's discretion. The Speaker of the House has the authority to refuse any question that they believe introduces matters not relative to the original question or infringes on general rules regarding the content of questions. Out-of-order criteria. A supplementary question is deemed out of order if it not directly arise from the main question or its answer, gives information rather than seeking it, is deemed irrelevant by the Speaker, Another PNM propagandist exposed.